Yes, sir. What's popping? Welcome to the Titans Colosseum podcast. I know it's been a while, so let me reintroduce myself. My name is Morocco. I can't rap, and I ain't even finna try to rap. I'm in here with Leonard Firestone and RJ Ellison. Fellas, it's great to be back with y'all, man. What's popping?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Glad to be back as well, man. And we got some big stakes on the line this week, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a chance to do something we ain't done in a while.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely good to be back. Hope everybody had a good Merry Christmas, had a happy and safe New Year's. Prayers to everybody that's out there in New Orleans and Las Vegas for the tragedies that happened out there. But we're good, man. We're glad to be back. We got something on the line this week, and in Titans fashion, we're uncertain about it, and we're here to talk about it. So, man, I'm excited about this episode.
For sure, man. For sure. Hey, shout out to Rashid watching tonight, man. What's happening with you? Mr. Bobo, what's happening with you, my dog? We got top tier in the building with us tonight. We got Jason here with us. D9, what's happening with you, my boy? Trey Mack, what's happening with you? CJ, what's happening with you? Quincy, what's happening with you? Y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Best prices within 500 miles. Buy with confidence. If you can't make it down there to the lot, go to musiccityAutoplex.com and check out their inventory. You can give them a call at 844-543-0108. And this ain't the week to be betting, boy. I tell you, this. I mean, if you got some prop bets, make sure you head over to Bet US and get them prop bets in, man. Do not bet with these teams this week. This is not the week to be betting with any team. 10% gambling insurance, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. So scan that QR code and lock in them prop bets.
Hey, I will say this.
Let's talk about this foolishness, man.
Yeah, no, I will say this. If you're going to bet this week, make sure that you go look at players' incentives on their contracts and see who's actually playing this week and how close they are to their incentives on their contracts, and base your bets and your parlays off of that. And that'll help you with your chances of winning, because week 18 is a weird week. People are sitting, but some people got a chance to go out there and earn some money. So you can definitely kind of use that in your favor.
For sure. And Cole, look, man. I'm going to talk about all our trust issues tonight, man. Chris, what's happening with you, man? Hey, glad you could join us tonight. Yeah, so let's talk about this foolishness, because I'm not going to lie. If y'all watched my video earlier, man, I cannot trust this football team. I cannot trust this football team to win when they need to win, and I can't trust them to lose when they need to lose. And we most definitely need to lose this football game on Sunday. It's a lot on the line, too much on the line to be winning this football game. Remember last time we was in this situation, the Titans gracefully lost, and I was pissed off when they lost to the Colts. Starting Ryan Lindley and Josh Freeman, watching them getting dotted up. I mean, it was, but I'm not gonna feel that way Sunday. If we go out there and get our brains beat in, man, look, man, I'm gonna be so relieved. But Firestone, we're gonna start it off with you, man. Do you feel like the Titans are gonna mess around and win this football game?
Man, there's a part of me that's old history is like, man, that's the Titan thing to do. They gonna go out here, and this is gonna be the game to win when we gonna go out here and we're gonna pull a Houston Texans, like we made jokes about them with Lovey Smith. Like, all you had to do was fail, and you can't even fail properly. This is prime setup for this, for all Texans fans to rub this back in our face. But then there's that side of me that's like, this team ain't shown the capability to win all year. They just haven't shown at all that they can win a game, that they can execute, that they're better than the team across from them. They haven't even shown that they're better coached than the team across from them, let alone talented on the field. So I don't see them messing this up. Like Texans are going into the playoffs. They got to get a groove going. They got to get their ship fixed. Like they got something to play for. Like, yeah, your seed ain't changed, but y'all's in a low moment. Y'all need to win something, get your groove back before going into the playoffs. We all know you're going to be one and done, but as that perspective, analyzing this game, Texans are going in like, hey, we got to start getting something and get something going good for us to go into these playoffs. Where the Titans ring, we need to lose. Please lose. Please sit everybody that don't need to play. Sit them. Just please lose.
Yeah, I look, man. I'm
Yo,
gonna be at the
Julie,
game.
what's happening with you? Chief, what's happening?
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say, man, I'm gonna be at the game, man, and I got a little something I'm finna do for this game, man. I got my Will Levis jersey. I got it sitting right here, man. I'm about to put this big, you know what I'm saying, gray duct tape on there, and I got my Sharpie, man. I'm finna put Sandals / Ward on the back of the jersey, man. Hey, we losing this football game, y'all. We gonna lose. I have full confidence that we finna come out here and we finna get tapped, and I'm gonna be happy leaving the stadium, bro, because I know them Tennessee Titans not only gonna get the number 2 pick in the draft, we're gonna get the number 1. I feel it, bro. We're gonna have the number 1 pick after Sunday, and it's gonna be everybody gonna be hating. Everybody gonna be, well, y'all ain't gonna do nothing with do Sanders and Cam Ward. Y'all just gonna ruin them. We're gonna have all them conversations, man. We're gonna be in here. Hey, we're gonna be happy come draft time because the whole draft is about us. About the Tennessee Titans. They have to talk about us now. They can't talk about the Giants. They can't talk about Vegas. They can't talk about the Jaguars. They can't talk about the Cowboys. Nah, they got to talk about us. We about to go get either Shador or Cam Ward with the number 1 pick, man. And our franchise is gonna change forever. And that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Now I got a question for y'all because, like, I know we need quarterback, and we've all said that, and a lot of people aren't sold in this QB draft. So, what happens? All right, we got first overall. Let's say that. Let's just play that scenario. What happens if Titans don't go QB, but they go grab Travis Hunter? Are you gonna still be disappointed? Like, is it QB or nothing, or could you still be won over with a player like Travis Hunter if we don't go QB?
Travis Hunter is probably the only player that I would be okay with picking a quarterback over because I know he's just an absolute dog on both sides of the ball. Other than him, I mean Abdul Carter, yeah, he's good too. He's a beast. But I'm done on trying to be mediocre and just be good on defense. What is Abdul Carter gonna do for us, bro? I mean, let's be 100% real. If we could get Myles Garrett and I'd be pissed off, and we didn't get no quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Like then a defensive player is not gonna do us no good because I mean, what's gonna happen? We're gonna get Abdul Carter. Yeah, our defensive line gonna be phenomenal, but they're gonna be on the field 80% of the game. Come on now, we can't score, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can't score. You know what I'm saying? It's okay that we had the number 1 defense this year. And what happened? We were still getting beat because we ain't had no quarterback. Like, we need QB, man. It needs to happen, man. We need somebody on offense to make this look better.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, look, I agree with RJ on this one right here. Don't half-ass with this pick, man. Hopefully we lose this football game, and when we lose this football game, they need to be thinking quarterback no matter what. I mean, yes, Abdul Carter, damn good pass rusher. Travis Hunter, generational talent. I'm not even going to talk about an offensive lineman because I'm going to blow a gasket if the Titans go and draft an offensive tackle. And I don't even care if the Titans win this game and drop the number 7. I'm going to be pissed off if they mess around and draft the offensive lineman with a first-round draft pick. That does not need to be the move.
We better not trade back either.
No, please.
We better not. We already did that. We did that when we had the number 1 pick last time, bro, and we traded back. No, I don't want no trade backs. I don't want no nothing. You know what I'm saying? We get unless we got the quarterback that we like, we shouldn't be trading back. Like you only trade back in the top 3 picks of the drafts if you already got your quarterback. That's the only time you trade back. You know what I'm saying?
I want to get to a couple of comments real quick, Firestone.
Go ahead.
And I know I got a delay up over here. My internet is bad, y'all. So y'all bear with me with this, man. But Steven, shout out to you watching tonight, man. Give me Sanders and fire Callahan and bring in Dion, the coach, his son. We need excitement to build for the new stadium. Nah. See, the thing with firing Cali is, man, Dion is going to bring in his guy at offensive coordinator, and it might be the offensive coordinator he's got in Colorado. And if you watch that game Colorado had against BYU, you know that wasn't all Shedeur. I mean, his offensive line is bad, but hey, guess what else is bad? The play calling, the play design. Does it sound familiar? It looked a lot like Todd Downing to me. So, no, I don't want no parts of Dion as the head coach. Just give me Shedeur, keep Callie here, and if he fucking up next season, get Callie up out of here. Corey, and I agree with everybody who's saying quarterback or nothing, man. Look, like I said, don't half-ass with this. Get your quarterback when you lose this game Sunday.
Yeah, we lose this game, it needs to be quarterback. There's no ifs, ands, or buts behind it, bro. We don't have a QB. This is the most important position on the field. We need a guy, man, that's dynamic. We need a guy that can make throws, that can make shit out of nothing. Because I mean, half the time, that's all these top quarterbacks are doing. You look at Lamar Jackson, bro. He makes shit out of nothing. Let's be 100% real about this Ravens wide receiver core. It's not that good. If they had an average, above average quarterback, the Ravens would be trash, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like, Lamar Jackson makes that team. You look at the Bills. Who do the Bills have a wide receiver that's just amazing? Be real. They ain't got nobody that's amazing. And their quarterback is just so freaking good that you can't even, you know what I'm saying? He covers up bullshit on that team, man. Look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs ain't got nobody amazing at wide receiver, bro. Neither one of these three teams that's been whooping ass in the AFC have amazing receivers for real. They all have amazing quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Look at, and I got another one for you. I'm gonna tell you how important quarterback is, bro. Guess who the number one seed in the NFC is right now? The Minnesota Vikings. Why ain't I ever heard anybody say that? Why ain't nobody picking them to go to the Super Bowl? Why ain't nobody? No, they even just go to Super. Why ain't nobody picking them to win the Super Bowl? What are they? 14-2 right now. Why ain't nobody picking them? You don't believe in Sam Darnold, do you? I know you don't. Nobody. Quarterback means everything. Look at us when we got the number one seed. Why did nobody pick us to go? They didn't even talk about us the whole season. And then when we got the number one seed, what did they say? How did this team get the number one seed? How did they get there? You get what I'm saying? They don't believe in Tannehill, bro. Quarterback means everything, bro. It's a quarterback league, y'all.
I am going to push a little bit because, like, you do got to get your guy, but Josh Allen do got some dogs over there. He got Amari Cooper and he got Keon Coleman over there. And I don't know if you've been watching Keon Coleman. This dude's been out here high topping, mossing motherfuckers left and right, balling. Who's the team you said
got Amari? I forgot they got Amari later.
Kansas City, they got D-Hop now over there. So they doing a lot better. The Rasheed Rice over their situation too, but and they got Kelsey as well. I mean, that's just some cheat codes for them. So and with
can't forget about Worthy neither, man. Worthy putting in work.
Thank you. And with Buffalo situation,
they ain't top 10, bro. D-Hop ain't the old D-Hop, bro. Like,
right, but Buffalo, you saw that they got rid of Diggs and like, we can do it without him. We're gonna sit here and do it with Josh, and then we need to go trade for Amari Cooper. We need to go get somebody. We can't just do it with Josh. We got to have somebody valuable out there on the outside. Even for Lamar, yeah, they didn't go get a number one wide receiver, but guess what they did go get? They went and got Derrick Henry. They didn't need a wide receiver to complement Lamar. They needed a running back to complement Lamar that makes him even more deadly when he runs in these options. And that's exactly what they did. So you got to have 1A and 1B. Whatever that B is a running back or a wide receiver or a tight end that teams up with it. But you're going to have to draft the quarterback, and you're going to have to draft his best friend in this draft.
Yeah. So before we get to the super chat, I see you right
got a super chat.
Hold on. Before we get to super chat, let me get this point across. So yeah, as you can see, you guys only really name one person that goes with this top quarterback. That you feel me? So the people that's in our comments, bro, they be in my comments, they be arguing with me, talking about that we need to get good around the quarterback somehow. Like, bro, you don't need that much around a good quarterback, bro. You don't need that much, bro. Like, as you can see,
Good O-line and one best friend.
Yes. So yeah, and your best friend could be Calvin Ridley. I mean, I'm just saying he's got 1,000 yards with an absolute circus at quarterback. But yeah, go ahead. We go to the super chat.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sports Tackler watching tonight, man. First one of the year, man. Hey, sports. Oh, hell, here we go with the Sports Tackler shit, man. Let me get your name right. Sports Tackler. I do not need anybody coming for me, man. But hey, shout out to you, man. Sounders Award. I just know we need that top pick. Don't win and do catastrophic damage, man. Look, man. Will Levis is a catastrophic quarterback. And he's so catastrophic. He's exactly what I'm talking about when I say you can't trust this team to win when they need to win, and you can't trust them to lose when they need to lose. Because guess what? Will Levis has nothing to lose this game. He already knows he isn't the guy. And Callie made him the starter. He's going to be starting the game. Mason Rudolph is going to be rotated in, but Levis is starting. And I cannot imagine Will Levis going out there. I actually can, but since he ain't got nothing to lose, I can't imagine Will Levis going out there having a bad football game, because guess what Levis is going to do, and he's not going to give a fuck about doing it. He's going to sling that motherfucking rock.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My heart sunk a little bit, bro, when they announced him as a starter, because I'm like, he's a liability, bro. This dude's gonna be throwing anything, bro, to try to get us this W. Because I mean, if I was in his shoes, I'd be like, hey, I ain't the guy. I'm finna screw it up for these.
Blueface. Oh, I'm tongue twisted. Blueface is blessing y'all, man. So y'all want a free ticket? Go holler at our guy Blueface, man.
Yeah, because that's exactly, it's like, and it's another, when they announced that, not only that initial panic, it's like, why is Will Levis starting at all? Because like there's just so many questions and bad coaching decisions here in the last 4 weeks, and I've been questioning Callie this whole time, and I'm starting, and before I get into this rant with it too, I don't agree we should fire him this year. I do agree, give him another year. But I already see it in the writing. This guy is just not it. Look at how he's handling everything. He never has a vision. He never has an answer. He never knows what we need to do to turn things around and fix it and get more competent and how to get a play. I don't know, but we got to figure it out. Well, you ain't figured it out all damn season. All damn season. You ain't figured it out and ain't got an answer for us at all. So now you go, all right, well, now I'm a bench Will Levis. When we were all like, why are you benching him now? We need this guy in to be a liability. Well, Mason gives us the best chance to win the game. We're going to go with him. We start losing. Mason only needs 2 losses before you're like, maybe we go back to Will Levis after. You don't stand on anything you got. The foundation you built and told us at the beginning of the year, y'all swept that shit away by week 4 and week 5 and try to sell us on a new vision. Now you're doing all this saying we need to figure it out. You have no identity. You have no vision. You have no clue of how to fix where we're at and how to get us out of this hole. And you don't even stand behind your decisions as a coach to be like, this is what we're going to do for the rest of the year. This is how we're going to move forward. You're back and forth with this shit. I don't like this indecisiveness from this coach. Stick to your guns, make a stand, and be that. But don't do this back and forth stuff. And now we're going to play too cute. What is this done? It's incompetence. You keep showing incompetence game in and game out, week after week. And I'm sick of it. If you don't fire Cole Anderson this year too, oh, we're going to be screaming from the bleachers about this, because he's not going to be able, like, he might be a one and done. Like, I still believe, like, you got to give him a chance. But outside of the Will Levis stuff, I don't see anything from Callie that has me sold on him.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that, Firestone. And at the same time, though, I agree with you probably about 75% that he's not the guy. I just can't, in my opinion, I feel like I can't turn on him until I see him with some type of quarterback play that can that can hide shit because goddamn Will Levis was just so bad. And then we was in so many games this year that I felt like, bro, like he getting blamed for shit that ain't his fault, bro. Like he can't help that people getting hurt, bro. And he just team is just not better than the other team. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm with you to
And
that
I
same
get with
extent
you.
because Will Levis does have to hold some blame to it, but also this is the worst team we've had since 2014. We've put up some of the worst numbers since 1961. The talent on this roster ain't 2014 talent roster. It's not that style. It's not that bad of a roster. It's not 2004 roster. It's not that bad. So the fact that there's so much talent on this roster and you're as bad as one of probably the worst teams we've ever had in Titans history, and that is talking talent wise, not even just record, but talent wise, you're as bad as that. It's Will Levis holds a lot of blame for how bad this season's gone, but Callie could have benched him early on and then tried to do Mason Rudolph. Yes, maybe Mason is not going to do way better. Mason is not definitely the starter, but I guess what? He probably wouldn't have put us in as many bad situations as Will Levis would have. And yes, Will Levis is better than Mason, and everybody wants to keep saying he's not and all that, but he is. It's very little bit he's better, but he's still not the starter. Mason's still not the starter and a guy to move forward with, but he's better than Will Levis. So I don't I don't I don't like
I'll
the
say
narrative
this
that Will
though.
Levis gets all that blame when Callie has had moments to change this around. And Will Levis is not the only guy underperforming on this team. Every star that you can go through outside of Tony Pollard is underperforming on this team.
I'll say this though, and a lot of people I seen somebody had posted it in the chat that Callie has lost the locker room. I don't think he's lost the locker room. When you lose the locker room is when the team stop playing hard for you, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? When the team stop playing hard for you, then that's when you lost the locker room. I just think this
Oh no.
team is just not good. I just don't think this is a good football team. And it just I think it's some of it. Now, is Callie missing something? Is he missing from the blame? Hell no. Some of this shit is him. You know what I'm saying? Some of the decisions he made in games, some of the personnel that he picked. No, you know what I'm saying. But I think that my thing is though, what I was trying to get people to understand is, Amy picked him for the long haul. She knew that this was gonna probably happen in year one. You got what I'm saying? He knew he was gonna have some growing pains as a head coach in year one. So I'll say this: you got to get a man a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him at least another year to see if he can fix this garbage that we have that are Tennessee Titans right now. And if he can't, if we don't show any type of improvement next year, I'm 100% with you, Firestone. He needs to be fired. And then not only they gonna fire Callie, they're firing Rand too because Rand wanted Callie.
Package deal.
It's a package deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I don't
Unfortunately.
want Rand. I still think Rand's a good GM. I
Yeah,
think he's a good
I
GM.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta, it's a package deal, bro. Not only did he, I'm not gonna say that. So what I heard on the radio today that it was a collective decision, mostly verbal on Levis. So I can't put Rand on Levis, even though he is the GM. That's what they said on the radio today. I don't know how 100% true that is, but for what
But
I've
we
heard, it was a collective decision. And at the time, Vrabel had his hands on everything, so that's how Levis got drafted.
Bro,
No,
the problem with that with the radio station that I've learned too is then if you start to notice, Miss Amy owns them a little bit. They are not like Tennessee Titans, but they work for it. Like you see their disc jockeys on the sidelines working for them, doing stuff
yeah.
all the time, getting to go get.
Man,
They're
let's not
on
throw
Miss Amy's
Ramon in this,
schedule.
man. Ramon be
I'm not talking
getting
about Ramon. I'm not even talking Ramon, but you got these guys like they're still like they are the agenda for the Tennessee Titans to try to push out the narrative that they need to push out. You still got to see the tea leaves. These guys are trying to do their jobs, right? So that might be a case that a Vrabel wanted Levis more. If that's the case, then why was it that Miss Amy still named Will Levis as the reason why she was firing Vrabel? That she wanted Will Levis and we was moving forward. She addressed that in her statement when she fired Vrabel and named Will Levis as the only player in her statement as to what wanting development and moving towards and trying to build around. Like Miss Amy has done that. Now it's not working. So who's the scapegoat? Vrabel. But it was Vrabel's guy. All these people that failed, Vrabel's guy. But that's the problem. Tennessee has done this for years and years and years and years. We've seen that. Oh, Vrabel got the job. John Rob's got the job. Then we fired J. Rob. Mike Vrabel's good. He's our coach. We got our coach of the future. Then you fire Mike Vrabel. Like, you can't really. You gotta read some things in these tea leaves. They come out to set a narrative because they were saying forever, Will Levis is it. It's good. But then as soon as they benched him, how quick did they turn? Like, yeah, we kind of knew that this wasn't the guy. And it's like, y'all are just now preaching the narrative that the Tennessee Titans want y'all to do because y'all's that local media. And not all times do you get to say exactly how you feel.
I'll say this though.
Jared, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this though. That I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, look, Miss Amy, for like I said, for what I heard on the radio today, they talked about Miss Amy today. They saying that mostly with her that she just sits back and let the football people do their football jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's what, because she's not going to step in on this. She said she doesn't want to step in on what, and this was during the Vrabel era. She said that at the time when Will Levis was drafted, Vrabel had his hands on everything. He was ahead of Rand. You'll say he was the guy that was in charge of everything. Everything went through Vrabel. Remember, even Rand said that himself. Rand said, I'm just getting what Vrabel wants me to get. You get what I'm saying? So at the time, it was Vrabel, bro. So when shit hit the fan, she blamed Vrabel. So that's why he was fired. It wasn't just because she just didn't. It was all just Levis. Like, nah, it was a lot of shit that she wrote that she had posted. Because she remember he went on the New England and said that he don't like the way shit ran over here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, people run things better.
We all took that as Titan stuff, but we forget
he didn't exactly say that right.
Yeah, that's not exactly what he said. But I'm saying
Kansas City when they were bad. Remember, he got shipped off from New England and they sent him to Kansas City to play his last years, and that was not good times. We all wanted to act like, oh, he's talking about Tennessee. He could have been talking about the badass Kansas City Chiefs before they started winning Super Bowls. When you're talking about Trent Green days, like, they were bad when Vrabel was on their team, but everybody took it as, oh, he's talking about Titans.
I was 104.5 homers. Bro, I have to cut off 104.5 because they be on there sounding like Firestone right now. So that's why I'll be like,
oh, man.
They're not homers, bro. They most definitely. I ain't saying what Firestone saying is wrong. I'm on the opposite end of what Firestone is saying, so I don't be feeling like hearing this shit. So
it's just, and I don't know, and I posed this question in our own group chat, and I'll post it here for the chat here, and I guess for podcast too. But when we start looking back at things, because like I'm about 75% out on Cali. Like maybe next year you go get your QB, there is that chance that you can turn it around. But I've seen a lot this year that I'm 75%. You're not it, man. 75 to 80%. You're not the guy. And then looking back on the hires, like you remember the stories he was talking about. Dad, when I first came out into college, Dad didn't want to hire me. He's like, hey, son, go do it your own way. Earn it your way. That's the best way to go that route. Then before we hired him, the year before he had coaching candidates, he said he talked to his dad. Oh, that fell. Okay. He said he talked to his dad about, hey, can I tell them that, like, if I go in as a head coach, that you're going to come and be my offensive or my O-line coach? He's like, no, I'm going to stick here with what I'm doing. Go ahead, go get you a job if you got it. But I'm content here where I'm at. But then this year, when we hire him as the Titans head coach, he quickly goes ask the Browns to be like, hey, can I go coach with my son? So me looking back on this, I'm like, you didn't want him to be the case. You didn't want to hire him. So was that your dad's way of being nice? Like, hey, son, you're just not qualified to be my staff. On my staff, go do it your own way. No, don't put me on the resume because I don't want to be why you get hired. It's because I'm attached to you. I want you to go get hired. But once you get hired, I don't think you're really ready for this job, son. I really don't. I've been a head coach before. I realized I wasn't ready for it then either. I did a lot of things. I don't think you're ready. So look, can y'all let me go over here so I can help my son and make sure maybe it's a little bit easier for him? I think Bill Callahan knew all along that Brian wasn't ready for this. You haven't even called a play in the NFL and you're getting to be a head coach. I think Bill knew that Brian was in over his head. Yeah, you might be a good coach. Doesn't mean you're going to be a good head coach. So do you think Bill maybe knew that Brian was going to need some help and he might be in over his head with this Tennessee Titans job?
You said I don't think he would have took the job if he didn't think he was ready. like I said, I think this is more of a long run. I think this is more so of this is we're judging this man way too early, in my opinion, for me to just say that he's not going to be the guy for a head coach for us. Because I mean, look at Dan Campbell. I mean, when Dan Campbell first got to the Lions, I mean, they were sorry for 2 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just
Yeah,
turn
they
on a coach
laughed
after
at
1
Dan
year.
Bro,
Campbell when he said
it,
he biting off kneecaps and all that.
Yeah,
but it
bro.
was
Like
different. It was different with Dan Campbell. Those Detroit Lions was running through walls for Dan Campbell when they was playing. Those Detroit Lions, even though they had a bad record, they played hard. After that bad season, the owner came out, Martha Ford came out and told them why they're sticking with Dan Campbell. Why the analytics, the statistics, everything, laid out the vision, what they were going to do. The players, yeah, they lost because they didn't have talent and they didn't make the moves like we made this year. So everybody keeps like making that Dan Campbell comparison. But turn on the tape and watch how them Detroit Lions play and how these Brian Callahan's Titans play, and it's completely different. Them Detroit Lions had heart. There ain't even an identity or a motive behind these Tennessee Titans. It is not the same. The only thing that's same is our records are close, and that ain't even a good comparison for them because Dan had them dudes running through all. Detroit Lions hired Dan Campbell because we had Vrabel. And now we're like, we need to go get a Dan Campbell. We had Dan Campbell and we let him go. And the whole reason why Detroit Lions has Dan Campbell is because they were inspired by our Mark Vrabel hire.
my thing is, it's easy to
Man,
say
I'm
that
gonna
right
keep it
now.
real. Hold on, RJ. I know I got a delay, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, and I'm gonna get to a couple comments too. But don't nobody really give a damn about, you know what I'm saying, the player playing hard and losing games or whatever. People are just mad that the Titans are losing football games. If we was
That's all it
winning
is.
football game, we wouldn't give a damn. We wouldn't give a damn how Callis' demeanor is.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel the same way. Right now, it's easy to say that he's not Dan Campbell because the Titans. I mean, because one, Dan Campbell has finally established himself in the NFL, and two, you know what I'm saying. Like this is first year Brian Callahan. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the hell this team gonna look like next year. We finna get rid of a lot of players. This gonna be a whole new team next year. So you know what I'm saying. All I'm saying is you got to get a man a chance, bro. You can't just fire the dude off of one season, bro. Like it was a bad season. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, you never know what a coach is until probably about season 2 or 3. You get what I'm saying? Once you get to the season 3, you're like, oh yeah, nah, he's not the guy, you know.
I'm just saying, for me, it's Dan Campbell comparison to Brian Callahan is an insult to Dan Campbell and what he has done and what he did first year. Like, just turn on the tape, watch it. There's a complete difference in these teams. Nobody was calling a Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions first year soft. Nobody was calling that team soft. Nobody said that team was tanking. None of those things was true about a Dan Campbell team. But you got this team out here. Are they soft? No, we're not soft. And gave up 300 yards rushing the very next game. Dan Campbell's teams didn't do that. The only thing that you can compare the Dan Campbell first year to us is a closeness of the records. If you watch that team and how they played and how they put it together and they built in the draft, they didn't build in free agency. So yes, the first year was bad because they didn't have talent. We went and got 300 million worth of talent this year. That part still ain't the same because the Dan Campbell Detroit Lions was bad. He traded for Jared Goff that first year. Like he was truly restructuring that team. Completely different watching those teams play. And Brian don't have nothing. They're not fighting for the team. Every time you look at a player, hear a player talk all year, they look defeated. And y'all said this to me too by week 3 about Will Levis when I said I'm out on him and Will Levis ain't it and he ain't gonna be it. It's just certain things you got to look at beyond the numbers, the records, and the stats and see how you handle certain situations. And he handles certain situations like a good positional coach, but not a head coach. You should have made so many changes this year, and you didn't change none, and you didn't
Well,
improve none.
I'll
But
say this
that,
though. And
but
I hate to
two things real quick, Firestone. Two things real quick. The player looked defeated last year under Vrabel. And also, too, you want to talk about not making changes. I mean, that was one of the reasons that Vrabel got fired because he didn't want to make the changes. Could have easily went away from Ty down and after that 9-sack playoff game that we lost to the Bengals. Could have easily moved on. He didn't. that first season when they had all the foolishness going on defense, where we had the mystery defensive coordinator who was really Shane Bowen, like Vrabel said, he could have moved on from Shane Bowen. He kept Shane Bowen around. I mean, there was no change. Like I said, I just feel like we need to start winning games. That's just what it is. I mean, it's deep, but it's not that deep.
Bro, some of
I'll
those
say
Titans
this though.
players. Yeah, go ahead.
I also say this, man. The reason why I say you can't judge him, and I hate to go to college football, but the greatest coach of all time went to Alabama and went 7-6, bro. And they lost to Louisiana Monroe the first year, bro. Like you can't do it after 1 year, man. It's 1 year. This first year, man, he's got to learn. He just got here. You know what I'm saying? He just got here, y'all. So that's the only why I say you can't judge him yet until year 2. If it doesn't get any better in year 2, I'm 100% on your side, Firestone. He needs to be go. He needs to be gone. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good right now. It don't look good at all. But I mean, do you want it to look good on Sunday?
Bro,
I don't want it to look good on Sunday.
I don't want it to look good on Sunday, but I'm kind of already in that off-season mode. But the thing that's killing me is like y'all saying we can't after 1 year. And I get like I said, I still want to give him that other year because like I'm not 100%, but bro, I'm about 80% sure. And I'm pretty sure by week 4 next year, we might have an answer for damn sure, if not sooner, if Amy even brings him back, bro, because we all want to lose in the Oilers uniforms. She don't like being embarrassed. You've been a laughing stock. At least Vrabel had teams scared of us and we was tough. Now we're just completely a laughing stock. And the cherry on the top for Vrabel firing was losing in the Oilers uniforms. You might lose again and like, yeah, I might set up the draft future, but losing again in them Oilers uniforms might be a send-off notice for Brian Callahan too. Like you don't know what Miss Amy is going to do right now. And I'm with you. You still need to bring Callahan back because you just have to know for certain. Like I'm pretty sure, but you got to know for certain. And you need a few more and you let him get a guy, let him play something and to know for sure. But Miss Amy's too unpredictable and she don't like being embarrassed. And you went from a team that you could be playoff contingents to the joke of the entire NFL, not even just the AFC, the joke of the entire NFL.
Yeah, look, I'll say this, man. I can't wait for Vrabel to mess up at the Jets, bro. So this Vrabel shit can die. I'm tired of this Vrabel shit.
He ain't going
anywhere. He was not that damn great.
You know what Vrabel's waiting on. Vrabel's waiting for New England to fire Mayo.
Vrabel is not that great, bro. I'm trying. He's a good coach. I'm not denying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's not freaking Andy Reid, bro. He's not freaking Dan Campbell, bro. He's not one of them, bro.
Okay.
He's not one of them, bro. I promise.
Bro, but you know where Vrabel's going. Vrabel is not going.
He's not getting Derrick Henry, so he can run the ball 35 times to go with him. He's not getting that, bro.
He don't need all that, man. You saw Derrick Henry went out that year, and we still succeeded without it. That's everybody's favorite thing to say about Vrabel. You got to have him. No, he didn't. He got the #1 seed without Henry, where everybody put him dead to rights. They did the best year under Vrabel without Henry, but he ain't going to the Jets. They just talking that stuff, and he's doing, bro. As long as he don't have a job, he's still on Tennessee Titans payroll, and the only job that man wants is the New England job. And they sound like they're going with Mayo again next year. So guess what? He's going to sit on the couch again, collect that money from Tennessee Titans that fired his ass, and wait on the job he actually wants. Because unlike these other coaches that are fired and not getting paid, they got to go get a job. He's still getting head coach salary pay. He doesn't have to go get a job. So he can sit back and wait for the job he wants. And that New England job is the job he wants.
Man, Vrabel ain't that damn.
Yeah, I'm not even.
What if he goes to the Jets, though? What if he goes to the Jet and he keeps tied down and around, man? Is
he trying to bring all them sorry coaches that
J-Rob, Todd Downing, and Mike Vrabel back at the Jets. Oh, shit.
I pray he go to the Jets so he can fail. So y'all we can put this Vrabel shit to rest. There's a
He
reason
knows
nobody
that
hired
shit.
him the first time. What I don't get what he didn't get hired the first
No,
time.
man.
No,
He not
no.
get
Y'all
hired,
like
bro.
to
He
say
gonna
that.
get hired. He's gonna
And
fail.
I hate that. I'm so ready to be off the verbal stuff. But bro, no, he did not get fired. He had 2 jobs he wanted, and that was it. And it was New England and Chargers. Outside of that, like you said, bro, if your job fired you today, but said, "Hey, we're firing you, but you're still getting paid for the next 3 years." Are you in a rush to go get a job? Are you just going to take any job that lines up like, "Hey, woo, you can come here and work, but you got no benefits. And as soon as you take that job, your 3 years of pay leaves." Hell no, I'm gonna sit here and collect my 3 years of pay until my ideal job comes. I ain't gotta rush into shit.
Man, all Vrabel did was
Man,
come to
look
an
for it.
already
Yeah,
a
they go
playoff
they gonna
team.
take Vrabel down through there. If
Yeah,
Vrabel was walking
I don't
out
think
on
Vrabel gonna make it
Nashville
in the big.
medias, imagine what he gonna do in New York when they get to tearing his ass up at that podium.
He's not gonna make it in no big time. He's not gonna make it in New England. He's not gonna make it in Pittsburgh. He ain't gonna make it in no freaking. He ain't gonna make it in New York, bro. The media is just too big, bro. He could barely handle Nashville media. What makes you think he
Bro,
gonna handle?
how you gonna say he can't
It's
handle
fucking
New
sucks.
England media when he did his entire career in New
He
England
wasn't the
media,
coach.
bro? Bro,
He wasn't the
Man, look,
guy,
man,
he
bro.
was
let them
the
start
He
green
was
losing
dot,
some
not the guy.
football games. They
Vrabel
not
was
gonna
the
give a
green
damn
dot.
about the 3 Super Bowl rings
Man,
Vrabel
he
got.
ain't got
Don't give
Tom
a
Brady
damn
to win a
about
football
anything he
game,
done
bro.
in
Oh,
Cincinnati.
don't you dare do that, man. That defense won those first 3, not Tom Brady. Do not discredit Vrabel, Brewski, and
Hey,
McGinnis like
man.
that. Bro. Don't you do
It,
it. And Ty Law, bro, their
if I
defense
ever
won
make it
those
rapping,
3.
bro, I need somebody like Firestone backing me up, bro. Even when I drop a trash album, man, this album is
No, man.
I can admit Vrabel's
10 out of
bad years.
10. 10 out of 10, man. No, I'm just playing.
But man, let's keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, man. I know I got a delay on me, man. My internet sucks right now. I don't know why. But hey, man, we gonna push through it, y'all. I don't know if y'all hit on it while I was gone, but we're gonna get off the Vrabel foolishness right now. But, I don't know if y'all hit on this while I was gone, but with everything that was said, who are you the most disappointed with this season, Rand or Callie? I'm gonna let you start it off, RJ.
Mm. Damn, that's a good ass question. I'll probably have to go with Cali just because I did have too high of an expectation for him for a year one coach. So I'm gonna go with Cali. Rand, I ain't just too disappointed in because I like the roster. I like the day one roster. I'm talking about the day one. I ain't talking about the roster right now. I'm talking about the day one when we played the Bears roster. I liked it. It's just that, man, that Will Levis flick play, that shit killed our whole season. And you know what I'm saying, a lot of bullshit happened after all that. I feel like Rand put in the work, man, in the off season, man. I just think our quarterback play really killed the momentum of this team, man. Then the other shit started to pop up. So I'm gonna go with Cali. I think Cali could have been a little bit better this season. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cali.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's Cali for me because we all and I love how so many people love to try to blame Rand in this moment. Well, you also have to take some accountability here. Majority of us as a fan base was sold on Cali too. When they laid him out in the interview process, we start hearing this man talk about football. We start hearing these other coaches talk about football. They sold us too. We were sold. So you can't get mad at Miss Amy and Rand for getting sold on this guy when we was easily sold on this guy as well. But Rand's done everything I've expected him to do. Yeah, he didn't get his first head coaching hire right. People get hirings wrong all the time. How many hirings is Miss Amy on now? What, five GMs and 5 head coaches or something like that? Like, she's not even getting the job right of hiring. So people fail at hiring all the time. He's bringing players in. He's getting good contracts. He's at least building a roster that gets coaches that want to come here. We would have never got Denard Wilson type coaches under the Vrabel and J. Rob type of roster, bro. The talent we had under nobody wanted to come here and coach. But what Rand has done to turn this roster around, Denard Wilson wanted to come. A lot of coaches wanted to come here after that because there's actually talent on this team that makes you look good if you can actually develop up. When you got guys like Calvin Ridley, L'Jarius Sneed, Cheetah Bay Awuzie, and Jeffrey Simmons, you're like, okay, yeah, we can go over there and make something happen. We can build some pieces around that. So I blame Cali because everything was set up for you to succeed, or at least for you to show that you was competent to do what we needed you to do. You didn't have to come out here and be a great success, but you just needed to show us you was competent. And all year, all you showing us is that this Tennessee Titan is incompetent at best.
Man, we got a super chat from my boy. Oh God, dang boy. Oh, my throat. Anyway, we got a super chat from I got Buddha, man. Shout out to Buddha, man. Y'all make sure y'all turn Buddha up on his stream too. And appreciate you, Firestone, for fixing that for me, man. No, man, internet throw it off. But hey, look, Buddha said if Cali win this game, we gonna ride QB me. Oh yeah, man. I don't even think it's gonna be on Cali if we mess around and win this football game, for the simple fact that Allen appears to be doing everything in his power to set the Titans up for the most success in the draft. I mean, we got the rotating quarterbacks. We got a lot of players out. Some of those players, in my opinion, could be playing if we had something on the line, but we don't, so they injured. So I think it's on Levis. That's why we'll win this football game. Because like I said earlier, he don't give a fuck right now. He's going to go out there feeling like he's going to set the world on fire. He ain't got nothing to lose. And I hope Callahan dials up a bunch of short and intermediate, I know I'm slaughtering that, but a bunch of short pass routes so he can throw pick sixes all game.
Throw screens all fucking game. Throw screens. Tight end screen, wide receiver screen, running back.
Yeah, he started making them throws.
Will Levis can throw a screen to himself. I don't give a damn. Screen.
Hey, hey, one thing I'm gonna say to you, Firestone, bro. You gotta if we gonna be in this tank mode, bro, you gotta get a coach some immunity, dog. Like if you want them to lose, you can't get mad at the coach because we losing, bro.
Like, no. Like I wanted to lose at this end. Like I started wanting to lose because I realized that Cali ain't it. And we got to start getting to the draft. Like those were the slow moments I started week in and week out. As I started to root for them, I start growing less and less confident in Cali and what he was able to do. Like no player has truly improved underneath him. Like Tony's been the best player this year, but Tony's been playing like Tony's been playing his entire NFL career. I'm not giving Brian Callahan credit for that. So Tony's done what he's been doing and what he's worked hard to be as him as a player. Outside of that, what player has done good under Brian Callahan this year? What player has stepped up and showed out? Brownlee was doing good, but that's Denard.
I'll say this though. What about
Firestone said, where is Jack Gibby's at?
What about Skoronski? You didn't get better?
Bro, that's hard to judge because Skoronski was out last year with the appendix stuff. So it's like, how much do you sit there and you say Skoronski wasn't good versus Skoronski was
Dylan
like unhealthy?
That's
and
another name.
Yeah, what about Dylan Radins?
I don't think Radins is really. He's been better.
I got one for you.
I guess that's what you can say from what he's saying because he got more play. But bro, you watch his tape, it's bad, bro. If the right tackle wasn't horrendous, Radins would be standing out to you like, what the fuck is going on with the right tackle?
I got one for you. What about what about Nick Westbrook Akina?
Bro, this dude's been doing this year in, year out every year, bro. Don't take away from NWI. Every year you have been on this campaign. You have been on this campaign, bro. You have been on campaign NWI for the past 3 years. 3 years you've been on NWI's train campaign, and he himself has been working. He tried to go out free agency, couldn't go nowhere. Came back. So he has earned under a Mike Vrabel's 2 different offensive coordinators and now a Brian Callahan system. He flourishes. That's NWI. He didn't just NWI wasn't bad and then flourished once Brian Callahan showed up. He's been doing NWI things.
Okay, what about? I know it's gonna be hard to say, but I mean, Will Levis had a good stretch.
I got one for everything. Come on.
What about Will Levis? Bro?
Come on, Will. He got some for you.
What about Will Levis, man? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a good stretch this year, bro. Like we're not gonna act like he didn't have games. He played good football, bro.
Bro, even during those good stretches, I pointed out all the bad things, and y'all was like, "You're hating, you're hating." I was like, "No, bro,
I
this
know he's not the guy, but I'm saying,
he wasn't getting better. He was getting luckier, and by luckier, I mean he was
how you get
competing against
lucky?
other players that didn't know how to do their jobs worse than he did. That's the thing that was helping him. Bro, that's all Will Levis was. If you go start looking back on his career, you're like, and you get a throw and you go back and look at completions and good plays, go back and look at his mechanics. You're like, fucking mechanics are ass on that throw. How the hell did it get there? Luck, because he throws that thing to 20 more times and it only completes one. One out of 20 times he throws these types of balls, and he just doesn't have it, bro. He constantly is open shoulder. His feet is never set in the right place. He's jittery back and forth. His motions is never in the right spot. Bro, it's bro, Will Levis mechanics is so fucking horrible. It's so bad.
So what about
Oh
let me see. What about
man,
Chig, bro? You tell me
stop,
Chig
RJ.
ain't
Just
playing.
stop. Just stop.
I
You
just
are
want
not
to
going to
Yeah,
defeat
he
this is
should
my
have had
Firestone
last one.
Chig
tonight.
in more. Bro,
Chig had a
Callie should have
drop
had
problem
Chig in
last year.
more. Callie should have had Chig in more and developed more things up for him. But you see, once Mason comes in the game, then Chig gets involved. When Mason Rudolph starts
So it's a
throwing the ball, Chig
quarterback thing.
it might be a quarterback thing. You're right, but Chig is out there. But when Mason is in, that's when Chig gets involved. And I'm with you. Chig needs to be more involved, bro.
Man, Firestone, you a funny dude.
Man, we got a super chat, y'all. Man, we got a super chat. We got to get to, man. You can not test Firestone all night, man, because you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Yeah, man.
But shout out to Sport Tackle for the super chat, man. We appreciate you, man. Y'all got tears in my eyes tonight, man. He said Dylan Gabriel out of the conversation now. Did y'all catch the game last night? I ain't catch it, man. What went on?
Ohio State, man. Yeah. I get if y'all didn't learn when we played them, bro. I know y'all seen it when they played Oregon, bro. They're the truth. Ain't gonna lie. Give me the Titans need to draft the Ohio State University. That's what they need to draft. They need all them players.
Somebody said we need to draft Will Howard, man. I was like, man, look,
Nah.
I'm not doing this with y'all today. Nah, we not
RJ
doing no
saying,
Will Howard. Talking about he better than Shador and Cam and shit. I said, well, he
Anybody look good throwing to Jeremiah Smith.
So why ain't he ranked the first quarterback in the draft? I mean, it's just that simple.
Man, if Shador or Cam Ward play for Ohio State right now, bro, it'll be without question, bro, that they are the best quarterbacks in the draft. But the fact that they one plays for Colorado and one plays for Miami just shows you that's why people aren't sold on these two quarterbacks, because they elevated bad teams, you know what I'm saying, bad programs to be good. And that's why I believe in both of them, because I mean, if they can elevate Colorado and Miami, I know they can elevate the Titans. You know what I'm saying? I know both of them can. So that's where I'm at.
I don't want
And I want to say this too, real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want Gabriel. Like, as I seen him there at OU, how he played, and then there at Oregon. I don't know, just something. He's a good QB, but I just don't see, and I could be wrong, but I just don't see the dog or the it factor in him that's his NFL starting QB. I can see him being backup, but I don't see that. Now, I also said the same thing about Jalen Hurts, and you've seen how that's gone, but no, I just don't see it in Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I can see why you say that. I mean, I've seen a little bit of flaws into his game when I was watching him play Ohio State. He is short, so when you play a team like Ohio State that's got a bunch of mammoths, he can't really see over the line. So, yeah, I can see it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, I do think that he has some playmaking ability. He could be a Gardner Minshew in the league. I could see him being a Gardner Minshew. And it's about a solid backup. I mean, a solid starter or a really good backup. I think that's about what he is. Yeah, y'all know I'm big Cam Ward, dog. That's my dude, man.
This is what I was gonna say about Cam Ward and Shador. Look, the Titans, we can't say this enough, but the Titans need a quarterback. And not only do the Titans need a quarterback, they need somebody marketable, because they're building a new stadium right next to the old Nissan Stadium, and they're going to need somebody at quarterback that can put asses in seats. What Shador brings to the table, you already know. It's the Sanders name. So all them rappers and all them actors that's cool with Shador, other athletes, and all the old heads that's rocking with Dion. I mean, they gonna be all there to support Shador. And don't sleep on Cam Ward as well, because we know Cam Ward doesn't have the name attached to him, but
he can earn it.
He's from the University of Miami. You want to know who else is from the University of Miami? Former Titans, Andre Johnson. You got Michael Irvin. You got all those old school Miami players that's going to show up and support Cam. If he can Ray Lewis, they gonna go against the grain and support Cam Ward. That's marketable. So and if you don't want Shador and you don't want Cam Ward, you are tripping.
One thing about Cam Ward and that, obviously, Shador, he ain't even got to do nothing. He gonna put the asses in seats. Cam Ward, even if he may not put the asses in seats from the jump, if he comes out here and he balls out for the Titans, his name is going to grow. You know what I'm saying? He's going to grow into the marketability that he can. That's if he comes in and he does his thing. Like I know he is.
U-chains out there and everything. Yeah. God dang it.
Hey, but yeah, man, we draft Shador, man, and I'm gonna be there I'm gonna be in Nashville for the draft party, especially if we get number one pick. I'm definitely gonna be out there at the draft party, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out there. Either I'm gonna be doing my dances, I'm gonna either be putting the rollie up. I ain't gonna roll it, but if I'm gonna be putting the rollie up, I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing.
You got something close,
bro. I'm on the Shador side because of the.
Don't let RJ fool y'all.
I'm on the Shador side just because and we ain't had pro days or combine. Cam can win me over in those situations, but for me, it's they're very similar to me as QBs. Like, yeah, I think Cam's more athletic, but the plus side for me with Shador is the personality and the marketability, because not only is he going to sell tickets if he does good, people's going to come to pay to watch Sanders lose even, bro. He's that type of personality that he sparks so many people. You know how many people watched that Netflix Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight? You think all them guys was watching to see Jake Paul win? No, they was watching to watch Jake Paul lose. Shador brings that same type of stuff. Whether we win or lose, which we will win with him on there, it might take some time, but he's going to have that, and he will sit there and not settle for mediocrity, not even from players, but from the coaching staff too. So you truly get a leader in Shador where you don't know if you get that in Cam. Like, you get a leader, but is he going to call out coaching? Is he going to make sure that this franchise actually turns around? Because we need somebody in this building that knows what the fucking greatness looks like, because we don't have nobody in the building that seems to know what it looks like right now. And Shador will at least have that in the marketability, win or lose or draw. He's going to put asses in those seats, and that's what we need right now. Miss Amy's going to love that.
Yeah. I agree with you, Firestone. The only negative that I have on Shador, and it ain't even football wise, is rookie contract. We draft him, say rookie contract. If we got to win some shit, you know what I'm saying? We got to win some shit, or he ain't staying, bro, at this rookie contract. I'm gonna keep it at 100 with y'all. If we draft this kid and we ain't nowhere near the AFC Championship, though, he gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not doing nothing that, because I mean, Dion did that with the Falcons, man. When he realized the Falcons wasn't building nothing that was gonna win the championship, he left. He went to Dallas, won the Super Bowl, won a couple Super Bowls down. Then went to 49ers, won the Super Bowl. So, like I said, we gotta win something. If we get Shador, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we got Shador, because guess what? It's gonna push us to win some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Dion's not going, bro. He's not going. If Rand comes down and has a conversation with him, they need to be talking about how we gonna get to the Super Bowl. Because he don't want his son to be some loser, bro. Like, he wants him to win. You get what I'm saying?
His son don't want to be a loser.
Yeah, his son don't want to be no loser. The Sanders are about winning. And if we draft that kid, bro, best believe we got to win some shit in this rookie contract. If not, well, he's gone. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all.
Bro,
he went to San Francisco for my bad.
Yeah, the biggest selling point for them would have to be is like, hey, look, we're gonna figure out this coaching stuff situation. You're gonna hear and you're gonna help us. And then if this Cali situation don't work, you and your father, or you and your team, whatever you want to call it, you and your team can get together and help us when it comes to this coaching staff hire. But the biggest selling point is we're about to have a new stadium. You about to be indoors. You about to be in Nashville. This is really a good place for you to do business. As long as we're sitting here, we're willing. Look, we want to collaborate. Remember, we preach collaboration this whole past year. We want to collaborate with you to help build this team so you can succeed here. And Nashville is a beautiful place with a beautiful new stadium that is indoors that you can play in a conference that needs somebody that needs a face because CJ Stroud really ain't looking like the face of the AFC South right now, neither.
For sure, man. Shout out to my guy 615 Podcast, man. Lee Hillis and Tyler King, man. Y'all make sure y'all go turn them up, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in tonight, man. I couldn't get to every one of the comments, man. I so much wanted to respond to a lot of y'all, but I'm going through internet connection problems right now. So, I mean, it's tough, but let me go ahead and get this super chat out the way, man. True Hype, we appreciate you very much, bro. Listen, the only quarterback I want in the first round is Sanders. Should we go that way? But if we can get 3 first, I don't know if I would take one with the first or second pick, man. Look, man, it's Dion or Cam or Bus up over here, man. If Rand and Callie is confident in those guys,
Okay.
Yeah, he
there I go. Told you, internet connection problem, man.
I was like, yeah.
Man, I'm bad up
you gotta
over
repeat
here today,
yourself,
man.
bro. You gotta repeat
It
yourself.
come in like a perfect cue skit, bro.
Yeah, I was looking out.
He came right back.
Man, look, man, I'm going through it right now, man. That's why we're gonna have to hurry up and wrap up this show, man. But hey, what I was saying though, man, look, man.
It happened again. See, look at what he must be saying some bullshit, bro. Because what he said.
No, don't put that off on me. Man, you know I ain't saying no bullshit. I'm saying some real shit, man.
He must be saying some bullshit, bro.
Man, forget you, man.
I swear to God, this is like a bit. Every time you start, no, now back to what.
Nah, hell no, man. My internet up over here fucking with me, though, man. But
yeah, you gotta say it one more time, bro.
I'm gonna try one more time, man. True Hype. So if Callie and Rand are confident in Shador, man, y'all fucking with me, man. Y'all fucking with me. It ain't, man. Y'all fucking with me. I'm just gonna say what I got to say and get on down.
We die.
But anyway, if Callie and Rand are confident in Shador and Cal, they should draft them. Fuck where they're drafted. If one of them is there, they should pick them. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this show, man, because I don't know if they fucking with me or the internet is fucking with me, but I ain't gonna hold y'all.
You go back and watch it, bro. Everybody laughing. They know, bro.
And we think you fucking with us, bro. That's how good this shit is. We think you fucking with us.
They'll let him get 3 sentences down right as soon as he finna say it. Then it's like it cut off.
Man, look, man, me and Xfinity, we finna have some words. But nah, man, I appreciate y'all very much, man. It was a dope ass show, man. I couldn't wait to jump back on here with y'all, man. But make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Buy with confidence, best prices in 500 miles. If you can't make it to the lot, go to musiccityAutoplex.com and check out their inventory. Give them a call at 844-543-0108. And look, like Firestone said earlier, man, go and check out the players that's got those incentives this week. Do not be betting on no team to win and lose and all that foolishness or whatever, man, because it's a lot of teams that's sitting players this week and you don't want to be involved in all that, man. So just get your props bets in, man, at BetUS, where the games begin. 10% gamblers insurance, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Scan me. Don't scan me. Scan that QR code right there you see on your screen, man, and lock that pick in.
And I'll say this too, if you know, and this is, you know, BetUS picks. Keep an eye on Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield. Now, I'm not sure if they're actually starting them, but I'm pretty sure they're letting them play this week. Both of them got incentives, and usually Mike Evans gets his incentives. So you keep a good eye on them and check on them and see who the Buccaneers are starting. But those are 2 guys you can watch with some incentives that they can realistically earn this week.
For sure. RJ, you got anything you want to say before we ride out?
Yeah, let's take this L, man. Get this number 1 pick, baby. Hey, optimism's at the all-time high, man. This team is trash. Let's go ahead, get this number 1 pick, man. Let the world talk about us. Tighten up.
For sure, man. We're finna Firestone. Got anything you want to say before we ride out?
No, man, just please don't mess this up. Let's, like RJ said, let's go get this first pick and let's not trade back. Let's actually do this right this time. Stay at 1, get our pick. We can't keep always pushing it off and talking about, well, in the future if we got 3. No, we are in the future now. We need to do this now. Last time we had a first and we traded it was with the Jalen Ramsey, Corey Davis draft. So if we get 1, let's stay there. Even if we get 2, let's stay there.
Man, I'm just not looking at the comment, man. Yeah, they laughing at me like a motherfucker, man.
Wait till you watch it back, bro.
An
hour and 2 minutes in, watch, bro. You're gonna be like, oh damn, yeah, bro.
Man. Yeah, me and Xfinity, we finna most definitely have a talk. But hey, look, man, we appreciate y'all very much for tuning in. We're gonna be back with you Monday to talk about this loss, or God forbid, talk about the Titans winning the daggone football game. But hey, man, look, come out and turn up with us at Martin's Barbecue tomorrow night, man. We're gonna be there around 6 p.m., man. Meet up, man, with Titans fans, man. I think Chili Pepper is gonna be down there. So if you want to meet Chili Pepper, pull up on them. And a lot of dope ass fellow fans gonna be there as well, man. But hey, y'all enjoy y'all night. And for one time only, tighten the fuck down.